Darlington County School District, and welcome back to another In the Know, where we have a chance to talk to you about recent events that have taken place, whether that be at a board meeting or just in general, as well as to address anything new that is going on. So we're glad to see you. This is a special summer edition. I know most of you at this point in time hopefully are enjoying some downtime at home. And for those of you all that have worked summer school, I know that you looked forward to that break. It's July 5th, and so we are accelerating pretty quickly to the start of a new school year. Our teachers start back on the 25th of July, and our students actually start back on August 1st this year. So everything is a little compressed as we move through the summer, but the good news is we've got 2 extra weeks off during the school year. So remember, with our new calendar this year, we actually have a week off in October and a week off in February, in addition to all the other normal holiday times that we have off. Speaking of the calendar, there has been a change to the calendar at this point in time. And so, at the most recent board meeting, we had to make an adjustment. It was not because we wanted to make the adjustment, but the State Department had told us that we could not do an e-learning day on Election Day like we have in the past 2 years. So if you'll recall, the past 2 years, Election Day we've been able to use as an e-learning day, and that counted as one of our school days. We had put that in this year's calendar as well as next year's calendar and passed that not thinking that there was issues. And unfortunately, the State Department has instructed us that we have to make sure Election Day is a holiday. So, what does that mean? We actually had a PD day that was scheduled in August for the 19th that has now become a regular school day. Election Day will be Tuesday, November 8th, and that day will be a holiday for all of our employees as well as our parents and students. So again, it just swapped a couple days at this point in time, and we had to make that adjustment to the calendar for August. We wanted to get that done as soon as possible so we could let our families know that that will actually be a school day. So that also means that we have to put another PD day in our calendar since we took the one out in August. And so we're waiting for everybody to get back on the 25th so we can send out a survey with options on how we can make that additional PD day up. For example, we could put that PD day at the beginning of the second semester. We could put it in spring break or the February holiday. We could put it at the end of the year. There's lots of options there, but we'll certainly send a survey out to get your feedback on how we should approach making up that professional development day. Also on the calendars, what we've noticed too is that the reason why we passed 2 years worth of calendars was to be consistent, and so people could plan and we not have to worry about every single year making a change. We're really trying to avoid that, but unfortunately, again, we've noticed some differences with the following year calendar as well that we're going to have to address. We want to match both years up to where students are starting at the same time, so families and our staff can plan on 2 years straight of when they're going to do summer breaks and vacations. So stay tuned. There'll be a change to the 23-24 calendar as well. But again, we'll have everybody in the loop on that as we make that change. The other big news at the most recent board meeting was that we did finally pass a budget. As many of you know, you've heard a lot of information in the media. Our legislators have been going back and forth on a new funding formula, and they finally settled on that actual amount in the funding formula late June. And so we had to wait until the 30th of June to get our budget passed, but we wanted to wait as long as possible because we wanted to make sure to maximize the amount of money that we're being given by the state. So, what are some of the highlights of that new budget? Well, first of all, there is an across-the-board $3,000 raise for all teachers. So that means no matter where you are on the teacher scale, there's an additional $3,000 that will come to every teacher next year. That raises our starting salary in Darlington County to $43,000, which is extremely high compared to people around us, thankfully, and is, again, one of the higher amounts in the state. There are some other areas that have very high costs of living that have a little bit higher starting salaries than we do, but they're not significantly more. And so again, I'm grateful and thankful to our board and to our finance department on coming together to squeeze as much money as we could to help everybody, not just teachers, but all of our employees, but first and foremost, that $3,000 raise for all teachers. What does that mean for everybody else? Well, that means an additional 4% raise to what you're currently making today. And there'll be a step increase added to that. So, again, 4% will go to every other employee on top of what they're currently making today. And everybody will receive the step increase. Teachers will receive the step increase, and everybody else will receive a step increase too. So again, just know that there's just a couple exceptions that that's not the case, and your supervisor would certainly be in touch with you about that. But for the most part, you can count on teachers with a $3,000 plus a step increase raise. All other employees, 4% on top of what they're currently making plus a step increase. Again, I'm grateful to our board and thankful that they continue to try to put the Darlington County School District as much as possible at the forefront in the PD area. And I'm thankful to our finance department and all the efforts and work that they've put in, because this has been a year like no other in preparing a budget. I also want to make sure that everybody understands that the money that districts are receiving, when they talk about this at the state level and the legislators, so they talked about raising the minimum teacher salary schedule $4,000. So the minimum scale is at $36,000. That raised it to $40,000. Anybody that was already at $40,000 did not receive additional monies for teacher raises. So that's one of the pieces of information that's not real clear out there. We did receive extra money, but it wasn't for teacher raises because we were already at that amount. But yet we still found a way to, again, maximize our budget to benefit teachers and the rest of our employees. So stay tuned. No matter when your first paycheck is, make sure you get a chance to take a look at it and see the differences that will be with it. If you have any questions about your particular salary or pay, it's a good place to start with your supervisor first, and then they can help direct you to where to go from there, whether that be to payroll or if your supervisor can actually get the answer for you. So stay tuned for more information on that, and of course that will start with the new paychecks for this coming school year. Again, it's been a busy summer. We're in the midst of planning, and so we have leadership retreats this week where we are planning for the upcoming school year. We have our principals that are going to be with their in-service next week, again pulling everything together for the following school year. There'll be a week in between, and then all of a sudden our teachers and employees are back. We'll have convocation on July 26th. That's Tuesday, July 26th will be our convocation. Stay tuned for information about that. That will be coming out very soon. And then, of course, we'll welcome our students back for a new school year on August 1st. So I really hope that you're getting a chance to rest, relax, take some time, spend it with family, enjoy the ability to get out and about like we haven't been able to do in a while. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you're enjoying this time over the summer. I look forward to seeing everybody again. And again, as I always say, please hug your family members. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them how much we appreciate them sharing you with us and how thankful I am to be in the Darlington County School District. So that's it for an abbreviated In the Know. I'll look forward to seeing you more as the school year gets started. Have a wonderful rest of the week, month, etc.